Ukraine deployed French Mirage 2000 jets to repel Russian missiles that targeted several regions in an overnight attack on March 7, according to Ukraine's Air Force. Newsweek reached out to the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation for comment via email outside of business hours. Why it matters. This is the first time that Ukraine has deployed the French jets, and it indicates that they are willing to continue fighting in the war with Russia to achieve peace on Kyiv's terms. The incorporation of the French jets also signifies that Ukraine is strengthening its capabilities on the battlefield and not surrendering to Russian aggression. While using the new aircraft will benefit the Ukrainian armed forces, it may worsen tensions between Moscow and Kyiv going into peace negotiations. What to know? Ukraine utilized the French Mirage 2000 jets to repel Russian strikes targeting critical infrastructure, specifically pertaining to Kyiv's gas industry. The Ukrainian Air Force reported that Russia launched 261 enemy air attack vehicles, including 67 missiles of various types and 194 strike UAVs and simulator drones of various types. Russia launched 35 Kh-101/Kh, 55 cm cruise missiles, 8 caliber cruise missiles, 3 Iskander-M/Kn, 23 ballistic missiles, 4 S-300 anti-aircraft guided missiles, 8 Kh-59-69 guided aircraft missiles, 194 Shahid strike UAVs and simulator drones of other types. Kyiv used anti-aircraft missile units, electronic warfare equipment, and mobile fire groups of the Air Force and the Defense Forces of Ukraine to repel Russia's attacks, including the American F-16s and French Mirage 2000 aircraft. In repelling the attacks, Ukraine shot down 134 air targets. 10 enemy missiles did not reach their targets and 86 enemy simulator drones were lost in location. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, on February 6, French Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu confirmed the arrival of the Mirage 2000 jets in Ukraine and wrote, on June 6, 2024, Emmanuel Macron announced the delivery of French Mirage 2000s to Ukraine. The first of them arrived in Ukraine today, with Ukrainian pilots on board who have been trained for several months in France. They will now participate in defending the skies of Ukraine. During his announcement of France's provision of the aircraft in June 2024, French President Emmanuel Macron did not specify how many jets were sent. Produced by the French manufacturer Dassault, the Mirage 2000 jets are multi-role, single-engine aircraft developed in the 1970s and evolved after the turn of the century. The variant that arrived in Ukraine last month features upgraded avionics, improved air-to-air and air-to-ground combat capabilities, and an advanced sensor and control system, according to the Kyiv Independent. What people are saying. Zelensky wrote on X last night, the Russian army carried out another massive attack on our energy infrastructure. Various facilities were targeted in several regions: Odessa, Poltava, Chernihiv, and Ternopil. In total, the Russians used nearly 70 missiles, both cruise and ballistic, as well as almost 200 attack drones. All of this was directed against infrastructure that ensures normal life. Currently, repair and restoration work is ongoing wherever needed. Unfortunately, ordinary residential buildings have also been damaged. In Kharkiv, a Russian missile hit close to an apartment building. People were injured. They are receiving the necessary assistance. Today, F-16 fighter jets and Mirage aircraft provided by France were used to protect Ukrainian skies. In particular, the Mirages successfully intercepted Russian cruise missiles. Thank you. I also want to recognize the performance of our anti-aircraft missile forces, Army Aviation, all our electronic warfare units, and mobile fire groups. The first steps toward real peace must include forcing the sole source of this war, Russia, to stop such attacks against life. And this is something that can be effectively monitored. Silence in the skies, banning the use of missiles, long-range drones, and aerial bombs. And silence at sea, a real guarantee of normal navigation. Ukraine is ready to pursue the path to peace, and it is Ukraine that strives for peace from the very first second of this war. The task is to force Russia to stop the war. Yulia Sviridenko, the first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Economy of Ukraine, wrote on X Today, for the first time, French Mirage 2000 fighter jets took part in Ukraine's air defense, countering a massive Russian missile barrage across the entirety of our country, saving lives. To the people of France, thank you for standing with Ukraine, for your support, and for helping protect our cities from terror. Ilya Ponomarenko, a Ukrainian journalist, wrote on X. French-provided Mirage 2000s had their first mission in the Ukrainian skies last night, saving Ukrainian lives from Russian missiles and drones. Vive la France! What happens next? France remains one of Ukraine's strongest allies as tensions with the U.S. have worsened. Paris is working in conjunction with London to aid Kyiv by coming up with a ceasefire plan to present to President Donald Trump.